Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Chapter 4, Starlight Sonata, 60th of the Wake. Ooh, new face. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will ya? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wit. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Okay, let's open up our journal. So, wants 3 shields. I really want to make this one. Which is a frosted lagoon. So we have 1 sword, 1 crown, and 3 shield. Thank you, Andu. There you go. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. The bird is so cute. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to connect with some friends at the annual Borean art convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes or nymphs? Let's go with nymphs. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. True. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geyser and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked coners are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back to the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach her In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry, else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Well then, so long, Inkeep. See you soon. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure. What are you looking for? Something zesty, perhaps? No, not today. Something to help me wind down a little, feel a little less like a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Let's see, what do we have for an order? Yep, Swift Strike. I knew it. That's one. And there we go. There's your Swift Strike. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Dragon? Kare's deadbeat werewolf uncle? Unfortunately. I think he's still on her mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's been, too. I wanted to cheer her up. That's very kind of you. How did you do that? I only tried to. It didn't go very well. I should probably just pretend it didn't happen. Fable? Tell me about it, please. Okay. So we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope-affected elves settled there about 200 years ago. And they've welcomed people like them ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And a home with a beautiful view to boot. I thought if I took Carolyn there, I could show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous and a little silly, at least until I started trying to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Dragon so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he's chasing a cure, they would be interested in meeting him. Maybe even offer to help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea, maybe just a little too soon. Or too late. I wish I could have done more that day. Maybe made them talk it out, or hug it out, or yell it out. That day is over. It happened, and it went how it went. All you can change is the present. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after to my favorite spots in the grove. She told me a bit about her Baba. She also sounds much nicer than Mr. Dragon. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be, or maybe it'll be even better, or even more. I hope so. Well, maybe may the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lend her down the right path and back to my tavern. May they lead her down the right path back to my tavern. Do you think she'll let me read her star signs soon. Maybe if you ask her nicely. Maybe, though I wouldn't want to bother her. You should ask her. Alright, if you say so. I'll ask her when she comes back, so I can draw her a chart. Maybe wait a little bit? And if she says no, I'll just keep trying until I figure her out. That's gonna be pushy. That's the spirit. I hope she'll come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. You should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Oh, we got Kyle. Greetings, Innkeep. And a music change. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It's still that many eons ahead. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Alright, he wanted the Southern Brawler. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 of the sword. There you go. As I sip my own drink. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and he and your cape will be reunited. And you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping Aramelis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I'll inquire if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor and swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. He had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they taste deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never have agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from a vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of Starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more careful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises morning. Maybe it promises morning, but maybe celebrations also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I still think she hates you. That is a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I can't have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think that's the right time for the letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling on the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He says he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that it would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside, I think the fireworks have started. Oh. How beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars.